Okay guys, in this video I want to talk to you about something called alkanes. So for your test you need to know what they are and in what order they go. So alkanes are said to be molecules that are hydrocarbons, that being that they're made of hydrogen and carbon. So alkanes are hydrocarbons, okay? And they only have single bonds. Now the best rule to remember when remembering the alkanes and their structure is that carbon can have a maximum of 4 bonds. Okay, so it can have 4 sticks coming off it, 4 bonds. Whilst hydrogen can have a maximum of 1 bond. Okay, so 1 bond. So you can never have 2 bonds onto 1 hydrogen. So the order of them and how heavy you want to remember them is up to you, but I remember them straight. If you want to come up with a mnemonic, you can to help you. But the order of the alkanes is methane. So methane, ethane, propane, butane, and pentane. Hope if I could spell. Pentane. Okay. And as we go down, so methane is the smallest, pentane is the biggest. They get bigger molecules, and therefore they have higher boiling points. Okay. Okay, so that'll be useful in the next video. So essentially the best way to remember it is that these are just old ways of counting. So meth means 1, eth means 2, prop means 3, but means 4, and pent means 5. Think of shapes. A pentagon is a 5-sided shape. Okay? And the ane bit, so this bit just tells it's an alkane. So it must have single bonds, and the numbers tell us how many carbons there is. So methane must have 1 carbon, yeah, and each carbon has 4 bonds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the end of each bond is a hydrogen. Okay, so that would be the structure of methane. Ethane, remember eth means 2, means that it's got 2 carbons and there is nothing but single bonds between them. Now remember, carbon can only have 4 bonds. So if we look, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'd have a hydrogen here, 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 and here. Okay? I'm running out of space, but propane would have 3, each with a hydrogen on. Remember, carbon can only have 4 bonds, hydrogen can only have 1. Butane would have 4. Okay, each with hydrogens on. So this one would only have 2 hydrogens because it's already got 2 bonds between the carbons next to it. And pentane would have 5. You can go higher, it keeps going forever really, but you only need to know up to pentane for your test. Okay, you need to make sure that you know the structures of these because you may or may not be asked to draw them. Okay, we can summarise how many carbons and hydrogens there is in a alkane by saying the general formula is CnH2n plus 2. Okay, so if we look, we got 1 carbon, so if N is 1, H should be 2 times N plus 2. So 2 times 1 is 2 plus 2, 4. If we look at this one, 2 carbons, so N is 2, times 2, which is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 2, 6. Yeah, and so forth. So this is the general formula of an alkane. General formula. Okay? Make sure you know the alkanes and their structure before moving on.